Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the newest episode of Giftscast. Michael, it is so good to see your face and hear your voice.
Thank you, thank you.
Because I haven't seen you since
it's good. It's nice.
August?
Yeah, since August,
Yeah.
since you
Man.
left.
Yeah, wow. I have aged since then. I had a
And
birthday.
your hair got long and short, and then
Yeah, I
and now
shaved
it's
my
regular.
head. I apologize to all my friends who had to go through that period of my life with me. It looked
I had to
pretty
look at your
terrible.
Facebook photos. That was awful. That hurt me.
What would you like to discuss this evening? Because I have consumed so much media since we last did a website.
Same. I'm constantly consuming media.
Yeah.
Well, Garnet isn't here, sadly, for all you fans of Garnet out there.
How many
So-
fans does Garnet have? I mean, you
I
have
don't
all the
know.
fans because
Clearly, because
Yes.
I'm the most popular.
you're the most humorous and
Yeah.
fair of face.
Fair of face? I don't think so. Hey,
Well,
it's
you have
pretty
less acne
blue
than
in this
me.
camera.
We
But-
could do a Borderlands 2 Gifts cast because I know we've been playing a lot of that.
I love me some Borderlands too.
I have been
You know what,
playing
let's
so much of
do
that
that.
game. Alright, so first of all, what is your rating out of 10 for Borderlands 2?
Borderlands 2. Alright, I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Alright,
And I will explain why.
okay,
So,
go for it.
the beginning of the game is kind of slow.
Yeah, a little.
It's kind of... There's not really... It's very repetitive and very normal for a video game.
Yeah.
Which something Borderlands is not famous for, of course. But as soon as you... I don't want to give any spoilers out there, even though the game has been out. I know some people haven't beaten it.
How long has the game been out? If the
with
game's
the-
been
with
out
the
over
train.
3 months, we're allowed.
The mission with the train
Yes.
and the guy,
Yes.
the big guy, after
Yes.
that, it gets fantastic. It becomes a 10 out of 10 game, but the beginning is so slow sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I think I was like level 16, and I was
Yeah.
just like, this is the worst game ever. Fun. I'm
Now
just
you're level
grinding
40.
for no good reason. And then I had that battle, and I was like, this is the greatest game ever.
Okay. My rating, for me, Borderlands 2 is totally, like... I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10. Because I had only, like... Before I got Borderlands 2, you know, I pre-ordered it, and I got all excited because I knew it was going to be good. And all I did was play the first one. And, like, for some people, that's a good thing. For some people, that's a bad thing. You know, for some people, they play the first one, and then they play the second one, they go, oh, it's the same thing. You know, I played Roland in the first game, and now I'm playing Axton.
Axton, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it's the same game. But for me, you know, I played Mordecai, and then I came to Borderlands 2, and I played Gage the Necromancer.
Oh,
And
Gage is the best.
Those
I
are
love Gage.
completely different classes. Like, Gage is just, you want shotguns with maybe one round in the clip so you can cause as much anarchy as possible, because I'm doing an
So
anarchy
good.
build now.
Yeah.
Whereas Mordecai was very much, you know, the reserved, quiet killer.
Yeah,
and just
from a
like,
distance.
for me, I was playing Borderlands 1 on an Xbox 360, and then I switched to PC, and it is such, you know, it is so much better looking on PC than it is on Xbox. Like, the little individual snowflakes hitting your camera
Oh,
as you're
so
walking
good.
around, the effect is so nice. Even if it's the same thing for the Ash, just colored black and red instead, it
I
still
don't even
looks
care.
beautiful.
It's awesome.
And, like, you know, they've got the day-night cycle, so you can look up and see the stars in the sky, and it's like, I would rather look up at that sky in Borderlands 2 than look up at the natural skybox of this video game we like to call life.
You know, I got overcast right now. It's just white. It's just outrageously white outside.
It is 6:26 p.m. In Toronto. It is dark. It is pitch black. I cannot see anything. Yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah, I've got like another 2 hours of light here before it gets pitch black.
Yeah. The other thing that nailed Borderlands 2 for me was the writing. I think the writer,
Yeah.
his name is Anthony Burgess. He did an AMA on Reddit a little while ago, and it was great. He talked about working with, I think his sister Ash, who does the voice of Tiny Tina, who he does the show What You Playin' Ash with, and like he is brilliant, and his writing is so clever, and also Ash is such a brilliant voice actress for Tiny Tina.
Oh, it was perfect.
Tiny Tina and Gage are for sure my favorite characters next to Handsome Jack, because Handsome Jack has
Oh, he was so.
bar none.
And
He has the best writing.
he's good in a great way because I know they kind of hit it over the head.
Yeah.
But if you ever played, I know you play Dungeons and Dragons, or at least have played Dungeons and Dragons. What people talk about is they talk about how they want to make the villain good, and how you make a villain good is you make them the hero or their own hero.
Yeah, they are the hero of their own self-titled
their own story. So they kind of hit it over the head, but it's not. It's like nothing I hated because of plot points later. And you know what?
Yeah.
Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers. Great. So he's kind of talking about how, oh yeah, you guys are bandits and I'm the hero of the story.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But as soon as you find out that Angel is his daughter.
Yeah.
It changed the game for me. I almost felt like I was doing the wrong thing.
So much.
I almost felt like I was the villain for a second.
Yeah. I had to pause the game for a second. I was like, wait. So if we go back to Borderlands 1, when we first meet Angel in Borderlands, and they address that too in Borderlands 2, they have a mission where you pick up old echo devices of Jack.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my cat.
And, was affecting the...
and it's him when he was in a mid-level position at Hyperion, and he was reporting to someone, and he was talking about what he was doing on Pandora, and it was great to see him in this sort of middle position, right before he was Handsome Jack the Handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good news on my front. It appears as though my mother's going to be making trail mix. Not trail mix. Bits and Bites. The barbecue and it's snack mix.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, I'm excited.
Please gesture with your hands and how you're eating.
Yeah.
You know the food that you put in your mouth?
Yeah. And it's got pretzels, and it's got Fiber One, and it's got all that, and it's like a trail mix, but not wonderful.
Really. Yeah. I'm going to make my dinner after this is over. Probably going to be... What? Wonderful. And what marvel of culinary expertise have you devised? Leftovers. My father...
The master chef has devised leftovers.
Leftovers. I don't even know what leftovers they are. They might be spaghetti. They might be tortellini. They might be, it might be grilled cat or raccoon with a little bit of...
Is that leftover? Did you eat that previously?
Well, it's been in the backyard a week.
Is it a common thing in your household?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Animals?
Grilled roadkill, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's nice, fresh, though. It's only 12 hours old, and we didn't refrigerate it or anything. The writing is brilliant. Yeah. Tiny Tina is brilliant. Handsome Jack is brilliant. Butt Stallion, spoilers, is brilliant. Say hello to Butt Stallion. That episode is great. And the other thing that nailed it for me was, they integrated the Borderlands 1 heroes in a way that I didn't expect. They have all of the Borderlands 1 heroes in there in just a new way. And, Marcus and Dr. Zed and Moxie, they're all there in sort of the way that I expected. I totally expected Marcus to own a gun store. And I totally expected Dr. Zed to own the medical supply store. Mm-hmm. But I totally did not expect to see Roland or Lilith or, and I didn't expect any of the heroes, and it's nice that they put them in such an integral role.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting to see what they kind of became.
Yeah.
Lilith was a bounty hunter, Roland was being a hero.
Yeah.
Mordecai was a drunk.
Yep.
And my personal favorite was Brick, because I didn't expect Brick.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just didn't expect him to come back.
He was such a weak character in the first one.
Yeah,
for
and
me,
he's like king of the slags.
Character.
And you're like, what?
All right, Slab. Yeah, some of his dialogue when he's talking through the missions is brilliant too. At one point he says, "Now, if you want to look like a real badass, you're gonna jump off that tower and just
I did it.
Back at the
and he's like, "Did you jump off that tower?"
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you.
And it actually, there was a moment where my heart felt so warm because Brick had said that, and I don't think I got that from any of the other characters.
He's like the lovable idiot. No
yeah, he's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, but American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the I can't even say Bruce Willis. There's no like parallel for that.
You know, there is no parallel.
Yeah.
Maybe no. He's French. Van Damme is French.
Yeah, and Van Damme is a beautiful specimen of man.
He is. That he is.
Indeed.
I don't think there's an American. Oh, Hulk Hogan, maybe.
Okay, yes, you could say Brick is comparable to Hulk Hogan. That'd be good.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, because they're both, they both beat people up with their fists.
And then all the power loaders. I know nothing. I'm sorry if you don't get that joke. Did you ever watch Hogan's Heroes?
No, I should have.
Oh, okay. Every episode of Hogan's Heroes, there's this Nazi commander who they would beat the snot out of him and go, I know nothing. Somebody out there in the audience, in a galaxy
one
far,
of our
far
many
away,
viewers
understood that
many viewers.
Yeah. Another game that's coming out tomorrow, actually, that I'm very excited for, Far Cry 3.
Oh.
And I've pre-ordered it, and it's preloaded on my computer, and it's waiting there in Steam, and, I am going to get home at 3:30 or 3:45 tomorrow, whenever after school, and I am going to play the crap out of that game, because it looks so good. I mean, like, every game in 2012 has a bow and arrow at this point. Like, I think this is just the cliche norm, that every game must have a bow and arrow.
It's like the TV show Arrow. Have you watched that?
Is that of Green Arrow?
The bow and arrow. It's Green Arrow. Yeah, it's awesome.
That doesn't sound good.
It's actually really good for some reason.
Oh, all right, okay.
And I can't put my face. It's like awesome in a good bad way.
Okay, yeah. I watched a commercial for it, and I thought that it looked terrible, but maybe terrible enough that it was funny.
It's like shockingly good in a way.
Wow. Okay. I've been watching The Walking Dead, and season 3 is just brilliant.
It's quite good. It's quite good.
Yeah, that is a great series, and I love. I think his name is David Morrissey, the man they chose to play the governor.
Oh, I love the governor.
He is brilliant. He's such an evil character, and you can see how flawed and twisted he is. But at the same time, he's so well played that I can't help but really like him. Not in the way that Andrea likes him. Andrea, someone just needs to stick a knife in her. Like, I don't like her anymore. She's the new Lori for me.
She's having a weird experience.
Yeah.
And but she kind of knows that something's wrong.
Yeah. Well, did you watch last night's episode?
Yeah, I did.
All right, spoilers for The Walking Dead. The fact that Andrea saw the little daughter and saw the governor, huddled up and crying and combing her hair. Wouldn't Andrea just sort of go, okay, what the Smurf? What's going on?
Also, when she was like, "Oh, I'm good with the gun. You should put me into the gun job." Right? And he's like, goes, "No, just go to everyone's house.
Just do what I'm told." Thank you very much. Yes, we're recording an episode of Giftscast. Giftscast 2012.
Well, no, all our episodes have been in 2012.
Yeah, they were.
That's not very.
I don't know. The 2012 makes it sound.
2013. We're like every soccer, football video game ever.
Yeah.
We just go to the next year.
A year in advance. Yeah.
Like a car.
I never play sports games. It's one of those things that I never do because I look at a sports game and I go, I can do that. I can do that in real life. I only play the video games where I'm doing something that I couldn't do in normal life. Like even skateboarding games. It's like, well, with enough practice, I can do some of this stuff. And at the very least, I can cruise around on a skateboard. Like I am capable of doing that. The games that I do play are the hyper-violent ones because there's no way I can get away with hyper-violence in reality. True. I mean, I could, but I get arrested.
Pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure every video game character in a violent video game, has some.
If Marcus Phoenix walked into an airport,
he would
be
instantly
arrested.
Momentarily. Go off,
he wouldn't even have to raise
him
the
down.
gun. He would just
He'd
have
be
to
like
look
8
around.
times bigger than anyone else there.
So would Master Chief. Master Chief is like, what, 8 feet tall?
Ridiculously tall. I think he's like 8 feet tall.
And there's this bit in Halo 4 where they go, oh, I expected you to be taller. But I really just expected Master Chief to go, oh, screw you. Just like punch them.
Halo 4, we can talk about that.
I've played that a little bit. I don't actually own the game. I went over to my friend, a good friend of mine, Taylor Kim, if you're listening to the webcast. Hello. You are a great person. Yeah. But I played the co-op of it with him for a little while. I played the Spartan Ops and the main campaign together. And honestly, Halo 4 is a great game. I really like it. I prefer Halo Reach.
I'm with you there. Okay. Visually. Definitely visually.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Halo 4 is a much better looking game. It's much sharper. The lighting's better.
Yeah.
But the armor design doesn't make it for me.
Yes.
And some of the weapon design doesn't make it for me. You know, there's like 40 or 45 different armor customizations you can get. I only like 2 or 3. And, you know, I don't like them very much. They're just the ones that I like.
And I'm not sure if you noticed it, because you don't own the game, but their Under Armour has changed, and it's like got a bunch of hexagons on it now, instead of just being like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
And that's weird for me.
Yeah, it's strange. And
it's like,
I don't know, like, the thing I loved about the DMR and Halo Reach was the look of it and the feel of it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's been mixed up a little bit in Halo 4, and so it's not as familiar to me. And like, I really love the DMR in Halo Reach. Like, you know, that was my favorite weapon for sure, just because it was so much fun to use.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of switching like a little bit to the carbine, a little bit.
Yeah,
and
the carbine is good.
And a little bit to the assault rifle for no good reason.
It's just a spray and pray, but it's fun to use.
It's
There's one that's like a automatic shotgun. It's like a... It's a marine weapon. It's a USMC weapon. And
are you talking about the SAW?
I believe so. It's an automatic.
It's just a really big automatic gun.
Yeah.
It's not really a shotgun.
No? Okay. It's fun to use, though. And then there's the Promethean pistol.
That is glorious.
That's also a shotgun. That's great. It's I think it's a 2-shot with the shotgun spread.
Nope, 1 shot.
Oh, it's great.
A little Adventure Time story. Time of Adventure in Halo 4.
Okay, not the show Adventure Time.
Not the show Adventure
which is
Time.
Good.
And it was a 4v4 Team Slayer match.
Right.
And it was me and my friends versus a bunch of people from the internet. And we were kind of holed up. I can't remember what map it was. It was the, like, it's half forest, half base. I don't know.
Okay.
And we're on top of this building, and they can come up 2 ways. And I was kind of covering the front. But they had a sniper, and they were shooting at me, and they just kept sending guys up the railway.
Yeah.
And I run out of ammo with my carbine, so I had to switch to the pistol. And I'm like, YOLO, right? So I just I charge it up for shotgun. I just run through the doorway, and I just fire every time I cross by. I end up getting a triple kill. And then I got shot with a sniper rifle.
Yeah, it is a really great pistol, and I enjoyed playing it. I really liked the new Promethean enemies. They were really neat to mess around with. And some of the armor abilities that they gave you. Like, one of them was, you get it from, I think, the first like Promethean knight that you kill, and you get a turret.
Oh, the turret. Yeah, the center turret.
Yeah, the turret was really fun to use. Like, I could hold up a position for a little while with that thing, and it'd be fun. Spartan Ops was also very good. The thing that blew me away with Halo 4 was the... cutscenes? Animation, like the CG animation that they use in the cutscenes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Was brilliant. Yeah, I was watching the intro sequence where they're interrogating Dr. Halsey.
Yeah,
I think her name is.
Yeah,
and it like just the image quality is brilliant. And for a moment I was like, wow, this is CG. Wait, what?
You know, when they're walking down the hallway towards
tricked.
the
I believed the illusion, and it wasn't just, you know, the facial animation and the textures, but it was some of the lighting effects as well. Like, you would be peering through a thick wall of glass, and the glass would react.
And the glass would be there. Yeah, it would show, and it would be, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Halo 3, Halo 4. Honestly, like, Halo Reach is my Halo game. Just, I don't know, there was something about it. Like, it was so customizable to you in terms of the armor. Like, the armor drove me insane in the campaign. How the first mission of the campaign, you would see your helmet, and it would be your helmet. It wouldn't just be some default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is something I kind of miss. I kind of want that in every game ever. Like, I want that in Call of Duty.
I understand Master Chief is Master Chief in Halo 4. Like, you can't really change that. Even though they did mess around with his armor design.
A little bit.
But, you know, like, I understand that. But in Spartan Ops, you get it as well. You can see your armor. So,
well, no, you don't really see armor because there are no really cutscenes outside the body.
Yeah.
For me, personally, I wish that it was like that in Call of Duty. And I know that sounds weird, but I would love to. I'd love to be able to. Yeah, I would love to look however I want to look.
But for me, I am totally done with Call of Duty. I did not pick up Black Ops 2. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. It's just I don't know. It doesn't interest me anymore.
There's a part of me that wants to just play the campaign.
Of Black
and I know
Ops 2?
that sounds weird, but I really like Black Ops 1, so I might...
Yeah, for me, it's just the campaign of Black Ops 2 and the zombies. The zombies looks like fun. Although they don't have Tank Dempsey, which is really the only reason I play zombies.
Of course.
Tank Dempsey is brilliant.
They don't have Nixon, so why would I play zombies? Right? I only played that map. I only played 5.
What's the point of killing these zombies? I can't sound like Nixon.
It's constant.
I cannot recall. No. Yeah, I always got JFK. I don't know how, but I always got Kennedy.
I almost never got Nixon. I always got Fidel Castro. Almost always.
There were days when I would sign in and go, oh man, I'm Richthofen or I'm Nikolai, and then I would sign in a second remote just so I could see if I could get Tank Dempsey on the second remote because he was so much fun to play as, just because of his lines. Mm-hmm. I would reload the map and try to get Tank. I'm sorry, I'm going to close my door so that my microphone can't hear my father.
Of course.
That'll do it. Trying to do it with the headphones still on doesn't really work that well.
You don't have wireless?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that I was disappointed by Black Ops 2 because I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
It just didn't look that enjoyable to me. I didn't want to play the multiplayer, which is the main draw for me with those games.
Is the main draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've lost a little bit of their what made Call of Duty, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe you could call it an evolution.
Not in a bad way.
Call of Duty 2, I remember in Call of Duty 2, the sense of scale was so much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, there's one mission where you're chasing around this wire that's attached to these bombs that are going to detonate
tanks.
when tanks roll over them.
Yes.
That mission was great. I loved it. It was brilliant. And
I think that's kind of a thing of necessity, I think. And I think it's the reason I love Black Ops 2, is because you were doing little things in the big thing. Right? You were doing little things in the Vietnam War. Right?
Yeah.
And
but there was so much going on around you.
Yeah, and that's the reason I want to kind of play the campaign, because I want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Like... And Black Ops 2 has done this with the new customization of classes. Like, you can have, 8 perks or something. 6 perks. You can have 6 perks and a gun. Right? I think is what it comes down to.
Can I have 8 perks and a knife and just run into combat naked with my perks?
I wanted to do that. But it's almost like with... I know this is going to sound like role-playing games are the best, but they are. I want to look how I want to look. I just want to look.
Yeah.
I want to look like a soldier, and I want to kill people.
Yeah.
But I want to make myself. I want to be unique.
Yeah, you want visual customization.
I want visual customization.
Yeah. I do that in Dungeons and Dragons. If we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, okay, I'm going to play this character, and then I do a quick sketch of them.
Yeah, I do a quick sketch. Yeah, so everyone knows what I look like.
And I go, that's what my armor looks like. That's what my sword looks like. That's what my face looks like. Suck it, humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my first game of Dungeons and Dragons, which was horribly twisted. I played this character, Lord Theo Bane, and I came up with a whole backstory for him. And his thing was that he was the son of a baron who was killed, and so now he's trying to reclaim his title by killing people as a mercenary. He got mixed up somewhere on the road, and he was a demolitions expert. He was like a demo man, and so his special ability was he could throw firebombs, and occasionally I would stumble upon the materials necessary for a firebomb and build a firebomb.
Smart. Yeah. One character that really sticks out to me is he was a bard. I made a bard, and what was his name? Ben Bagron. His name was Ben Bagron.
Okay.
And he was a lowly bard, and he lived in a town, and he married a mercenary who lived in the town, right? And she would do, general work until one day she was killed. And seeing as a bard doesn't make actually that much money, he took up mercenaryhood, right? but he like went and got her armor resmithed so he could wear it. And I know this is gonna sound.
Got this armor walking around with breasts.
Yeah, no. It was like just chainmail armor. Just chainmail armor.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And he and this is the hopeless romantic in me. But where his heart was, he put their wedding bands in the chainmail.
Oh, okay.
And that's
cool.
I know that's super. It meant more to my character in a way.
Oh no! It's cool to give your character a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's really neat.
Then you play Call of Duty and you're just nameless
fun.
Soldier 1. And you're just killing people.
It's funny. At one point, I played a Lord of the Rings version of Dungeons and Dragons, and I believe awesome. I was Pippin.
That sounds awful.
And we actually. Well, if you play it, you understand the odds that the hobbits and the Fellowship were up against. Like in the scene where they're trying to get to Buckleberry Ferry, we got caught 4 times and we got killed 4 times. 1 out of 5 times we got through. It's like no, let's try it again. Oh, we're dead? Okay, great. Let's try it again. And eventually we got to Buckleberry Ferry, where we drowned.
Oh, you fools.
Frodo fell off the boat. Sam went in to get him. Sam can't swim. Like it says on his character card, Sam cannot swim.
Yeah.
Because he can't. Like in the Fellowship, they say that.
Yeah.
So then Merry went in after him, and then I decided, as Pippin, that I was just going to cross Buckleberry Ferry. Yeah, I just forgot about them. No. I kept going with the ferry. And then the rod that you use to get across the ferry stuck in the mud, and somehow I was swung into the water, and I also drowned.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a railroading to me much.
Yeah. It was the single greatest, worst game of Dungeons and Dragons ever. We didn't even get past, Elrond.
Have I told you my story about when I played the Star Wars role-playing game?
No, you have not.
So it was very recently.
Yep.
There was a games convention in Victoria. Just a little one.
Yeah.
So I decided I would check it out. So I went over, and then they had sign-ups for games, and I was like, oh, the Star Wars role-playing game. I've always wanted to play it. Never had.
Yep.
So I signed up for it. I get ready to go into it. Right? And they're like, all right, so you can just choose whatever character you want to play, right? So I look at all the character
Obi-Wan?
sheets. And I'm like, hey, what's this? We're all clone troopers.
Yeah.
And it was like a clone commando game. And I'm like, oh, what's this? A captain? Captain Flowers. I'm going to play him. All right?
Captain Flowers?
Captain Flowers. That's right.
He's a clone, and his name is Flowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a hero. And for the reasons I'm about to explain. So we were on the ship, and they were like, all right, you can have whatever you want. Just grab whatever equipment you can. So I'm like, hey, everyone in the party, we should all grab EMP grenades, because we're smart. We're going to fight droids, right?
Yeah.
So we all grabbed like 8 EMP grenades each. I was like, all our equipment, we like dropped our frags.
No other weapons, nothing else, just EMP grenades.
I also picked up another pistol, because you had a rifle and a pistol, and I picked up another pistol.
Okay, so you have 2 pistols, a rifle, and
a bunch of EMP grenades.
Okay.
And we get in the lap drop ship. We start heading down to the planet. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we have to choose where to land. Unbelievable. Right? We have a choice. We can land anywhere within this like 5-mile perimeter of the base that we're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the forest, a valley with a train station, and a city with a train station. So I recommended to the party that we land in the city, take off all our armor, and pretend to be civilians.
Okay.
That idea was shot down instantly. I also suggested landing on a moving train so that we could get into the base.
That'd be neat. That'd be cool.
Except that the train was moving at like 300 kilometers an hour, and our lat dropship could only go about that quickly, and we'd probably die if we tried. So that idea was shot down quickly once again. We had plans. We were going to rappel down onto the ship, and it didn't work out. So
that'd be so cool, though.
It would be.
You would be the greatest clone troopers alive.
So we just decided to land in the forest, like idiots. Right, so we landed in the forest.
See, I would go with the valley with the train station because you could obstruct the railway.
Exactly. We also thought about blowing up the railway. We also our demolitions expert brought a variety of shape charges as well as
excellent
a orbital strike device. Because
this is such total overkill.
Because he could, right? So we walk across the large plains to the base we're trying to get to, and it's disguised as like a train warehouse. So we walk into the train warehouse, and all right, perception check, everyone. All right, what do we see? Well, all of them are above you. They're on catwalks. There's a bunch of droids on catwalks. Right
above you.
Right up, like above us.
Armed
ish.
Can they see you?
No, we got a surprise round because of my massive perception skill. I had like 12 perception. It was incredible. So I was like, all right. I pulled up my grappling hook because we all had it was in our belts.
Yep.
I pulled my grappling hook. I'd like to grapple up to the roof. It's magnetic grapple, so I'd grapple up to the roof. I'd like to draw a pistol, and I'd like to try and shoot them off my grappling hook. Right? Miss every shot. I miss every single shot.
Oh my god.
I'm hanging there in the air. All the other clones smartly did not do what I did. They just shot at them from the ground. So I'm hanging.
All these droids are now shot and ticked off and looking directly at
They're
you.
looking at me, and I'm just hanging.
I'm just pistol going
hanging with an empty pistol. Click, click, click. All right, so they start shooting at me. None of them hit me, surprisingly. Very surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
So we kill all the droids. But then more droids start coming in through a doorway, and I'm still hanging there. So I'm like firing off shots, missing. And then eventually our
well, you probably lose a lot of accuracy while hanging.
Yes, you do.
From a cable.
Even though you're the only one with a clear line of sight.
Like the hit odds must be much more dire.
I would assume as much as well. Thank goodness our heavy weapons expert brought an E-Web blaster, which for those that don't know, those are like on the side of ships. So she was a he, but she had a girl's name. I can't remember what it was. It was like...
Was it Captain Flowers?
No,
wait, that was you.
Yeah, no, it was like Katrina or something like that. It was awesome.
Okay.
So we managed to take care of all of that, and then we head down in the elevator into the base, because it's a comms base. We have to get into the comms, and we have to destroy it. So we head down, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, oh, look, there's the door we need to go through. So I go to the door, and it turns out it's a security station, and there's a droid inside a room. There's a mail slot.
Oh, God.
So Captain Flowers, the genius he is, pulls out his pistol again, shoves it through the mail slot, and just starts firing at the droid. Right. I land one shot on the droid, but it's not enough to kill him, so he's still alive. So he decides he's going to return fire to me. Right through the mail slot. Right? And he gets a critical hit on me. And he does like half my health in a single shot. And I was like, oh, God. Then my allies just opened the door and shot him. Yeah, genius level. Right?
This sounds like XCOM. Have you ever played XCOM?
Yeah, I have. It's tons of fun.
This sounds like a terrible, terrible game of XCOM.
It only gets more awesome. Right? So I'm shot, I have like half health. And we're like, oh, what are we going to do? I'm like, there's only one thing we can do. We have to keep going, right? The medic doesn't even say, hey, I can heal you. He refuses. He refuses to heal me. So I'm there, I have half health for the rest of the game.
In fact, the medic went over to an enemy droid, healed the enemy droid.
Wouldn't that be glorious? No,
someone did that in a game of Dungeons & Dragons with me. Kat, if you're listening to this is a friend of mine named Kat. At one point we were playing Dungeons & Dragons, and I think Kevin Parasini was playing with us, and she healed the orc that was attacking Kevin just so that Kevin would die.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
And it was beautiful. Because they didn't really like Kevin. I was the only one playing with him.
Okay. What else? All right. So after we get through the door through the security station, we figure out we hack into. We have a splicer or a slicer, whatever they call it. We hack into their internal camera system. Mm-hmm. Right. So in our visors, we can see everything. Right. We're like, oh, there's the comm station, and here's a wall between the comm station and where we are. Right, so our demolitions experts like, don't worry, guys, I'll blast through it. right?
Oh, God.
So he sets up a bunch of shape charges around a wall area.
Explosives and Captain Flowers. This sounds like a terrible idea.
He blows a hole. It doesn't even go halfway through the wall. But he's like, don't worry. He had like 8 different perks that helped him carry explosives, so he had like 3,000 pounds of explosives on him. So he sets up another shape charge, goes off. There's a tiny little hole, right? He's like, fine, I'll set up some more shape charges. Sets up more shape charges. Blows a hole just big enough for a person to fit through.
Right.
And we can see droids in there. And I'm like, all right, Captain Flowers, previous to this, there was a little combat in the doorway, and our sniper jammed his sniper rifle. Right. But our blasters had the ability to switch into sniper rifles or grenade launchers.
Right.
Right. So I took up my rifle and I threw it to the sniper, and I said, "Take my rifle." Pulled out 2 pistols. Right. And I just jump through like with a roll into the comms room and just start like a cowboy. Right. No. I luckily found cover instantly, so I just hid behind the cover and kept firing. And I didn't take a single hit. Not a single hit.
Did you kill anything?
I killed like three of the skinny droids.
I'd say that was successful.
Totally successful.
You did a good job.
Right, so we're in
that went much better than I expected.
Way better than I expected. So we secure the comms room, and
yeah.
I had a natural ability to give a +2 to anyone on any check, right? Whether it's combat or splicing. And they're like, all right, I'm going to use this computer. I'm like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a +2. And I'm like, I choose to describe this through a back massage. Right? So it's like, just work it out. You know? Yeah, hack that computer.
You're giving this person a back massage.
Yeah, so very homoerotic.
And then the droids come in. You're still giving him the back massage and blasting.
Oh yeah, no, I was had one arm on the blaster, one arm on the. And once we had defended the comm station, we saw that there were 2 doors. One door that led out, of course, and then one door to another room, but we didn't know what was in there.
Raid boss! No.
So we open up the door, and there's a droideka in there, right, with shields up. And I panic. I don't know what to do. So our sniper, we all had vibro blades in our wrists, pulls out his vibro blade and runs at the droideka.
What?
He gets inside his shields and just starts punching the crap out of him.
Oh my god!
And then our heavy weapons expert does the exact same thing. So we just have 2 clones in melee combat with a droideka. We end up killing it, and it turns out it's a what's it called? A weapons room. The variety of weapons.
Oh, okay. So you got new weapons.
Right.
By punching a droideka to death.
Punching it to death. So
2 guys just ran at it with knives.
Yep. Oh, it was glorious.
You know, most Jedi apprentices can't get past a good droideka. And yet 2 clones with vibroblades who just decided to become human punching machines.
It was watching it happen in my mind. It was glorious. And when we were in there, Captain Flowers is like, I look around for some vibroblades, and he's like, no, you could not put bayonets on your pistols. And I was like, damn it. Right? He knew instantly where I was going with this.
That would be so great.
I'm like, fine. And then 2 other people were like, are there any heavy weapons in here? Right? And like, yes, there are two rocket launchers. So we grab the 2 rocket launchers and leave. And we find another comm station inside the building.
Right.
But it has other cameras to other areas. So we hack that,
right.
And we figure out there's a toxin. Like, they're building toxins to kill humans. And we're like, oh no. But we also find a motor bay. Alright?
Cars.
Like, yeah, tanks and such.
Okay, tanks.
So we go in there. Most of them are destroyed. Except for a single AT, which is a droid tank. They kind of hover. They have 1 big cannon.
Yeah. Yep.
So we take that. We drive it into this larger room near a freight elevator. And we aim it down the hallway that we're going to head down.
Right.
And we open up all the doors, and then we run back to the tank. And a bunch of droidekas come out. And the tank just blasts them. We just blast them with the tank.
Of course,
so they get slaughtered instantly. And then we make it to the final room where there's the bunch of droids.
Yeah.
And our team was like, there's only one thing we can do at this point. All right. And I'm like, I have a brilliant idea. So we got all our EMP grenades. We tied them together. And then we got like a few, we all got ready to set them off at the same time. All right. So we gave it to the demolitions expert. And him, me, and the sniper all run into the room at the same time. Right?
Right.
He activates the bomb and he's about to throw it when he rolls a 1 on his check.
And it kills all of you.
So the DM's like, well, it would deactivate, like, to be honest, it would deactivate all your armors and you'd pretty much be walking targets, right? But he's like, you know what? I'll be nice. Everyone roll a check. Everyone roll like a EMP check.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who failed.
Yeah.
So poor Captain Flowers, who's been shot in the stomach.
Poor Captain Flowers.
Who's been shot in the stomach, who has half his health, no longer has comms, video, his armor's harder to move in, and all his blasters don't work.
Oh, poor Captain Flowers.
Right, so...
I feel so bad for the guy.
So I run out of the room. Oh, I had to take off my helmet because I can't breathe. So I had to take off the helmet. Underneath...
Of course, your respirator's gone out in the helmet.
Yeah, so I had to take off the helmet. Yeah. Underneath, I have a massive beard and long flowing hair. Right, so I run back to the tank. And so I just sit in the tank. And I fix my guns. And I get on the comms. So now I'm in a tank talking to everyone else who's in the room. And it's like, how's it going, guys? We're just killing them. I'm like, good, keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Right, so they all come back in.
Captain Flowers, you are the best team leader.
Yeah. So we managed to get some. There were some scientists in there, so we rescued them.
Yeah.
And there's 5 spots in this tank, so we put the scientists in the tank, and then kept
sitting on each other's laps.
Yeah, whatever they were doing, and then Captain Flowers was piloting it, and we asked for the freight elevator to come down, and on the freight elevator there's a spider tank, a bunch of droidicas, and some other little droids. So Captain Flowers, in his infinite wisdom, rams as many droidicas and the spider tank as he can in one swell hit. Then he turns the cannon.
Swoop.
He turns the AA cannon to the spider tank. Fires off a round point blank. Right? And then I use it's a thing called the Destiny Point. It basically lets you do one awesome thing for like 10 seconds.
Right.
So I activate my Destiny Point and I say, all right, I'd like to hop out of the cockpit of the tank. I'd like to run up the barrel of the gun with brandishing both of my pistols. And I would just like to unload into the hole I made in it. Right? So the DM's like, all right. I'm like, 20. And with 2 pistols in a tank, I blow up this other tank. And then our sniper and our heavy weapons expert took all the other droids. And then we got up in the elevator. And we were escorted out. And that was the end of the adventure. So Captain Flowers, who was the only person in the entire campaign to have anything wrong happen to him, ended up saving the day.
Pulled it off in the end. He saved the day. See, I expected you to shoot the tank point blank. It's like, all right, well, it explodes, which lights up your fuel canister. So you guys explode.
Oh, no.
Good night. That's actually on the next episode of Star Wars.
So I had to do 2 rams to hit all the droidicas, because they're the hardest things.
Yeah.
So in the first ram, I decided to fire off a round as well. And I hit.
Right.
And then I rolled, and it's like roll 5d6 or something. No, 5d8. Yeah. Right? I rolled a 1 on all of those. Every single one.
How do you roll? Wait, you rolled a 1.
I rolled like
5
I rolled 5 1s, and it was like you do 5 damage at this tank. That doesn't even get damage resistance, and I was like, this is the worst. It was awful. It was awful.
Good God, that's terrible.
And then I got him the victory.
I wish there were more video games like that, like real time or turn based video games like that. And honestly, like the closest thing for me is XCOM Enemy Unknown. And for those of you who don't know what XCOM Enemy Unknown is, it is possibly the single greatest game Firaxis has ever put out. And I'm talking about the guys who have made Sid Meier's Pirates. I mean, these guys are geniuses. And XCOM Enemy Unknown is by far my favorite game from them, and it might be the best one that they've ever done.
It is very good. It's a very good game.
Aliens invade Earth, and you are charged with the defense of Earth. And it's not like, a buddy cop movie or something. No. You are the Earth's last defense. There's a room with a hologram of Earth, and you have your satellites orbiting the Earth, and you have to find alien activity with the satellites and strike down UFOs with your jets, and then send in your strike team to recover the UFO and whatever alien life forms there are. At one point you develop a taser so you can capture some of these aliens alive. Yeah, I know. Apparently at this point in human history, the taser had not been invented yet.
It was it instantly knocks them out. So I played a little bit of that game too. And
what did you think of it?
It's a fantastic game. I want to play more of it. And
it's brilliant.
I was like, all right, I'm going to name all of my people after my people I know, right? All my friends and such.
Right.
So I'm playing.
Did you name one of your squad members after me?
No. Then again, I only have like 2 squad points. I still have the 4. I don't have the 6 yet.
Right.
But I do.
Right.
I lied to you.
Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Are you playing it? Wonderful. Because if you ever want to try the multiplayer, I shall play you. It'll be terrible.
Awful. And I managed to get us all up to like sergeant, so we all had our classes.
Yeah.
And I get my squad in a good position, and there's one enemy left on the map. I'm trying to escort like the president or something back to the chopper or whatever.
Yeah, you've got one guy escorting the president, right?
Yeah, I had like one guy escorting. Yeah, of course. There was like 2 dudes. It was nothing. Yeah. Right. So we get back to there. And they're like, there's one enemy left on the map. And I was like, where is it? So I get my sniper who was me, I get my sniper to go up to a position. And he's waiting there.
Yeah.
And then I get one of my assault people to just try and lure him out by running around in the lower area. So it works too well. Because he fires off like 3 shots. All of them hit her right in the head, killing her instantly.
Yeah.
And my sniper was like, because he had Overwatch on, he's like, boom, headshot.
Yeah.
Why'd it take him so long, idiot? So I lost one of my troops. So I decided to send an email to the friend that I lost, dear, whatever her name was. I know what it was. I'm not telling the internet though.
Dear Commander.
Dear ma'am, I'm sorry for the loss of your daughter in combat. We are sorry for your loss. She died in a tragic misfire. And it was a pity. She was great and fantastic. All that, I googled memories and I just made it from my own.
Yeah, who is it that writes those letters? The Postmaster General or the Surgeon General?
I thought it was the sergeant of whoever the commanding officer of whoever died.
Perhaps. I have no idea. The only experience I have with this is Saving Private Ryan. So I don't know if that is a military fact.
I think what happens is, they the commander will write it down on a piece of paper and they'll send it off and they get typed up.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
Yeah. The XCOM game is brilliant, and one of the things that really gets me is how much you can screw up. I mean, focus on satellites at the beginning of the game, or you're done. Because a UFO will come in, you won't be able to detect him, you won't be able to get jets in place at the right time. So that UFO will systematically destroy all of your satellites. The one thing that bugged me about the new XCOM game
is that you chose a certain Africa.
Old XCOM games,
I chose a certain Africa. That's a bad idea.
I chose Japan. Apparently, Africa is one of the best.
What?
I don't really know. I always choose Japan because it has faster research, and I want to get into the Foundry as quickly as possible. But in the original XCOMs, I don't know if you've played it. I've played it a tiny bit, and my friend Maxim has played it a ton. You can get your base invaded. If you don't do well, the aliens will just come and wreck your base. And so you have the layout of your base is the map of that mission.
Oh my goodness, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so... And I played it, and it's beautiful. It's so much fun. But it's so nerve-wrackingly difficult. Anyways, here is my XCOM Enemy Unknown story. Since I am a huge Halo Reach geek, I made my 6 members...
That's what I thought. Noble 6,
team,
wasn't it?
The Noble team, yeah. So I had 2 assault guys. One was Emil and one was Spartan 6. I had 2 supports, which were Kat and Carter. And then I had the sniper, which was, of course, June. And then I had the heavy weapons guy, who was George. Yep. And I got the little customization pack for the game as well, which means I could order the colors of the armor a little bit so they looked even neater. And, I got their helmets and stuff, which is cool. So, I send Noble Team into England for a mission to find a woman who had either escaped or survived or been dropped out from a alien research facility or UFO of some sort. So, in all those alien stories you hear, someone gets anal probed. She's the woman who survived that. And so I have to go find her. So I send out my squad. I send out to my 2 assault guys on the sides to flank whatever's coming. I send my 2 supports next to them to heal them. I have my sniper and my heavy together. And a cyber disc comes out. And most of these guys were pretty weak. Like, most of my guys were pretty weak at this point. I didn't expect a cyber disc to pop up. So the cyber disc is next to Carter and George, or Carter and Emil. And I'm looking at my heavy weapons guy and I was like, all right, George, it's your time to roll. Picks up his rocket launcher, shoots the cyber disc. He misses the cyber disc, but he kills Carter and Emil. Like, he doesn't even do like 5 or 6 damage. He kills them. Like, they're gone.
Poor people.
So I go to my sniper and I go, okay, hopefully you can make this. And he's got the is it overkill that allows you to take 2 shots in one turn?
I think that's rapid fire.
Rapid fire. He's got rapid fire. So he takes both shots. He misses one, but the second one he had a higher critical chance. So he hit the cyber disc. He did 2 damage to the cyber disc, which I think has like 12 health on normal difficulty. So then I decide, okay, Noble 6, you are the last line of defense. Run and gun up to the cyber disc, and please destroy it with your run and gun, 2-shot ability. So he sprints up to him, 100% chance to hit, and then the second shot has a 90% chance to hit. He hits with the first shot, and he misses with the second shot. But with the second shot, he shoots a car, and the car bursts into flames. And, I can only hope, I can only pray that the cyber disc won't move, and that the car will explode the cyber disc, and not Noble 6.
Not gonna happen.
So the 2 heal bots for the cyber disc arrive. They heal the cyber disc to full health. Mm-hmm. The cyber disc doesn't move because it's getting healed.
Of course.
The car explodes. It kills the cyber disc, the heal bots, and a couple of thin men that were behind the car that I didn't see yet. And then out of nowhere, a berserker kills Kat, my second support character. Like, just out of nowhere. So now I've got my sniper, my heavy, and my assault guy, and my assault guy's getting flanked. So I decide at this point I've lost 3 members of my team on normal. This is like chaos. This is the worst I could ever do. Why not just go, Terabad with it? So I wait for the berserker to finish his turn, and my sniper kills him. My sniper one-shots him. Like, not even, like, hesitates, just kills him. And then my assault guy cleans it up, and then my heavy soldier killed himself with a rocket launcher. I should never use the rocket launcher.
In that game, it sounds like.
my heavy weapons guy killed 2 soldiers and then shot the rocket into cover that was close to him and blew himself up. It was really funny because the physics aren't that great in the game, so his body went flying about 1 kilometer. And I had to watch it fly off the map. So then it goes back to my assault and my support. And that's the point where I go, I could load my save. I could go back and restart all of this. But at this point, I've gone too far. I have to finish it. So my assault single-handedly completed the mission. The assault character, who was, I think, Noble 6. Noble 6 completed the mission with 15 kills, and everyone else either got 1 kill or none, except for the heavy weapons guy who killed 3 of his own guys.
Wow, that's quite the story.
That is how sad I am playing XCOM. So thank God for reloading games on normal difficulty.
What are you talking about? I'm a man. Iron Man mode only.
Iron Man. Oh God. I need to beat the game on normal first before I can try Iron Man.
It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Because you can't take back any really bad decisions you make.
Oh God. But I make so many bad decisions. Although the nice thing was I ended up reloading the save so that I could have my psychic back, and Carter was my psychic in the group. Oh. And you can just have so much fun with the psychics. Like eventually you get the mind control ability, and I would mind control berserkers to blow up cyber discs.
No,
yeah, it was really great. I haven't
played this game enough. But how do you get a psychic?
A psychic is eventually you come upon, spoilers, a sectoid commander. And you find out that the sectoid commander is very psychic. And so you decide to do either an autopsy on him, or then you get the mission to find a live sectoid commander. So you have to go in with the taser and get the sectoid commander with your taser. From that, you discover psychic abilities. And from the psychic abilities, you develop a Scilab. And with the Scilab, you can put, I think, up to 4 soldiers in the Scilab for 10 days, and they will find out if any of those soldiers have psychic abilities.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so one of my 6 I had leveled up like tremendously. So he, of course, had the highest chance of being psychic. I think there's like your will ability divided by 4 is equal to the chance of you getting a psychic.
Okay.
Yeah, so he got a psychic ability. I haven't had another psychic since. I don't have any other psychics, but he is really great because he mind controls berserkers and throws them into other enemies.
Yeah. I think I got one person close to being a commander, and then I just I didn't get that mission ever. And I have like 18 confirmed kills on half my dudes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think. I could be wrong.
That's not bad. Yeah. See, I've been playing on normal where I can reload the saves, so each of my guys has about 60 confirmed kills. Like, they're all colonels. And it's the same 6 guys I send in every time. Like, I've never had them injured or anything. It's just like, yeah, man, we are cleaning up this alien invasion. Like, they don't got nothing on these 6 guys.
I actually really hate the, what are they called? The thin men. I hate them.
Oh, with the glasses?
The tall ones. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
What do you hate about
everything?
They're such useless enemies. The only good thing they have is that they can sort of surprise attack you.
I don't like to be surprised. I just want to know where everything is. And
Michael, happy birthday! No, I hate surprises. No,
no
stop.
Happy birthday.
Go.
I'm scared.
No birthday cake. They turn the lights off and they bring in the cake. Oh my God, that's on fire! Get out! No! Try to put out the fire of your own birthday cake.
No, because it's like you're walking along and all of a sudden they just pew pew pew.
They're there. Yeah, no. One of the fun ones was you're supposed to keep your guys in cover as much as possible. But just for fun, I decided to put my sniper on top of a truck.
Oh, I do that all the time. See
what would happen.
It's the best.
Yeah. So he goes on top of the truck. He systematically kills 22 aliens in the mission. Like, he just gets the other characters to draw them in towards him and then gets the Overwatch kills. And it was beautiful. Like, he didn't even get hit.
Sniper is one of the most interesting classes in that game. For that exact reason. It's like not mobile, but incredibly good. In a way that you're not kind of used to in video games.
You want to move him, like, if you're playing a defense mission, you move him once to good cover or to a higher position, and then you just either leave him in Overwatch or let him do his 2-for-1 skill.
Mm-hmm. I really love Overwatch. Yeah. Overwatch is like the greatest thing that ever happened with the sniper.
End every turn with everyone in Overwatch.
Yeah, just like bang, bang, bang. Overwatch.
Yeah. Except for the heavy weapons guy. The heavy weapons guy just... Like, my heavy weapons guy could not aim at all. So, I never put him in Overwatch. I just let him hunker down.
No, I always have him. Everyone shoots everything that moves.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see. What other things are happening in the world?
Mayor Rob Ford got kicked out of office. To anyone who lives in
Wait, wasn't
Toronto,
he, like, cool
that
or something?
happened. Rob Ford wasn't that well liked.
Wasn't there someone cool everyone liked? Or is that somewhere else?
David Miller?
Oh, no, that was London and their guy, because we were talking with Austin.
Oh, the biker, right, that Austin talked about, that I can never remember the name of. I even looked him up once to try to find him again. And all I could, like, my search terms were British politician, cyclist, biker.
Yeah.
I could never find him. I can't remember his name. Please, if someone has an answer to this, please send it to giftscast@gmail.com.
Yes, that's our email, and we always check it. And all your great emails from all the time
the last episode.
And all that stuff.
I'm checking it. Right now, live on the air. I hope it's the same password.
I think it is. Are you checking it right now? Let's do it. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, we're going to answer them right now. I expect 0 emails, to be honest. But if we get 1...
Don't wait until it's too late. No. Not going to give you my mobile number. Remember when we had to set up the YouTube account and we had to use my phone to get the code?
Yep. Have you been getting text messages from YouTube?
No new emails. Yeah, and I had to bike to the beach because we were on Galiano Island and I didn't get a signal unless I was on the beach.
Right. Oh, Galiano. What an island.
Yep. What a wonderful place. Actually, it was fun. I got to ride dirt bikes there. Oh, we got 1 new subscriber.
Really?
Katie Bozeman.
I know her.
That is... Okay.
Anything else? Is that it?
It's someone we know. That's it. All the other ones are Podomatic notifiers. Your Podomatic Pro trial has expired.
We had a Pro trial? Why didn't we exploit that more heavily?
I don't know. What's
no
Podomatic?
Idea. I think it's where we put our podcasts.
God. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. No, wise suggestions or inboxes or anything. Meanwhile, I am the editor-in-chief of my yearbook, so my inbox is overflowing with ridiculous questions about how I can import a PNG to a website that doesn't support PNG formats, which is ridiculous.
What website doesn't support PNG formats?
Jostin's yearbook. It's either GIF or JPEG, but the GIF can't be, like an animated GIF. And, PNGs are I think those are the highest quality images you can get for the file size. Yeah. All right, my voice is now sore.
All right.
So,
is it over? Is it over?
I think we should wrap up this episode of Giftscast.
Sweet episode of Giftscast.
For me, it is. Yes, but I think it was a great episode. We got to talk about role-playing games and Borderlands, and we're going to edit this so that it sounds
What are you talking about?
better.
No editing.
No editing, ever. We have to edit ourselves on air. Did I say a bad word? No, I said Smurf.
I think so.
But I will send you this audio clip.
Put them together.
I will put it in our
email.
And
all the YouTubers will hear our sweet, glorious voices saying this.
Over the sound of my... the sound quality of my mic is ridiculously bad. All right. Well, Michael, it has been a wonder and a great time talking to you, and I look forward to our next episode of Giftscast, where we shall be discussing
Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Okay, Lord of the Rings episode next week. Giftscast, Lord of the Rings. Be excited, people, because I am too.
Good night.
All right. Good night.